What's up, lovers of whiskey and watchers of YouTube? I'm the Malt activist, and today, yes, you've read the title, this is something extremely special because I think we are the first review of this whiskey on YouTube. There might be one in German or a different language, I'm not 100% sure, but ours is definitely the first one in English because this is a brand new whiskey. I'm of course talking about the Aberlour 18 batch 001. Before we begin, I just want to say a big welcome to first-time viewers who've come to this channel. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Obviously, I'm doing something right. Well, since you're here, let me tell you something. This channel is all about whiskey. We do whiskey rants, whiskey reviews, whiskey vlogs, whiskey events, whiskey musings. Did I say whiskey reviews? I must have said whiskey reviews. You know what? If all that sounds good to you, then please consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon so the next time I upload a video, you guys know about it. Or better yet, if you're in the mood or if you're up for it, and there's no compulsion, but it would be awesomely great if you could join the channel and become a member. Oh, that would be great. If you prefer, you can even head on down to my Patreon and support me there just to keep this channel going. So overall, thank you so much to everybody who is watching this video now, and I am so happy. Okay, I have nothing more to say. All right, let's get on with the review. So this is exactly what happened. I have a very close friend of mine, Rahul. Shout out to Rahul. Rahul called me up this morning. He said, dude, have you tried the Aberlour 18? I said, yeah, of course I have. It's like, I must have tried it like 80 years ago when I was a wee boy in the foothills of Speyside. No, that's not what I said. I said, no, yeah, of course I've tried the Aberlour 18. Because no, I'm talking about the brand new Aberlour 18 batch 001. I was like, hold on a second, batch 001? What the hell are you talking about? And then I did a little research and I went on Whiskey Base, and there it was. A batch 001 of the Aberlour 18. The one we're holding in our hands right now. Look at that. That's right. Do you know what this is? This is a brand new whiskey from Aberlour. And do you know how I knew it was the new whiskey? Well, because first of all, brand new label. So well done. I'm loving this. Secondly, and most importantly, do you know that this is a double sherry cask finish? Double sherry cask finish. Not a single sherry cask finish. A double sherry cask finish. So that intrigued me. So I told Rahul, I said, dude, where the hell did you get this bottle from? He said, don't ask me stupid questions. Do you want it? I said, yes, I do. And in 20 minutes, I swear to God, this bottle was in my hand. And I'm now sitting here doing this review because I honestly think that we're the only ones with a review of this whiskey on the entire YouTube universe. Yes, I don't think another review of this whiskey exists at the moment. Wow, that's quite an accomplishment. I mean, I know we're one of the first, so that's good enough. But enough of patting my own back. Let's get into the whiskey. All right. So what do we know? We know that this is an 18-year-old whiskey. Okay, it's a double sherry cask finish. Okay, it's bottled at 43%, and this is batch 001. Okay, non-chill filtered, no coloring added. Well done, Aberlour. Okay, so that is the basic information that we have. Now let's have a look at the back of the box because there's a bunch of literature there. I'm just going to read out what's important. It says, let the casks add depth. All right. It says, we mature the single malt in two different casks, American oak and European oak, before fully finishing it in first fill Pedro Jimenez and Oloroso sherry casks to add depth and richness. To two sherry casks in play after being matured in American and European oak. Okay, and then it says, let the time pass. For this 18-year-old, our craftsmen brewing the spirits in both casks together before fully finishing them in first fill Pedro Jimenez and Oloroso sherry cask for the right amount of time. This is an art, not a science. to achieve just the right balance of depth and flavor. You know what? I agree. It is definitely an art and not a science. So this is what's happened, right? So they have American oak casks and they have European oak casks, and the distillate is sitting there maturing. It's chilling, it's maturing, it's doing its thing. The cask is doing its thing. The flavors are being added to the spirit. The color is being added to the spirit. Everything is working absolutely fine, right? Then what they do is they take the spirit from the American oak cask and the European oak cask, and they mix it together, and then they put it in first fill Pedro Jimenez cask, and they let that sit for a while, and then they take that out and then they put it in Oloroso first fill, and then they let that sit for a while, and then once this whole thing is perfectly balanced and nicely put together, it is filled into this gorgeous bottle and sent all the way to us for us to drink. How does that sound? I think that sounds absolutely awesome. And I have to tell you, man, Aberlour are one of my favorite distilleries in the whole world, okay? Not just because of the Abuna, by the way, which is an absolute beast. Maybe not as good as it used to be, but still packs a punch. I've had some earlier Abunas, which are, oh my God, they just destroyed my mind when I had it for the first time. And I think I had a batch 20 or something. So back in the day. And it was absolutely gorgeous, and it just completely blew my mind, and I just kept buying and drinking Abunas one after the other until someone said, dude, stop. Anyway, I didn't stop, but I do know for a fact that the earlier batches were way better than the newer batches. Anyway, this is not an Abuna review, so enough of that. But it was enough to make me a fan. Me and a few friends, we went down to Speyside, visited the distillery. And it was the most romantic day I can tell you that you can spend with a bunch of guys. It was amazing. It was raining. Of course it was raining, but that's not the romance. We entered the distillery. It started pouring. We ran and we made our way to the visitor center, into the tasting room, which is beautifully done, by the way. And then we sat down with this lovely lady whose name I forget, so I apologize, but I will put up a couple of pictures for you guys to have a look. And then we sat down and we did some fantastic tastings with some super cool drams. I don't remember them right now, but I will put up pictures. So if you're hearing me say this now, the drams are on the screen already. So so that's what we drank, and it was absolutely amazing. And one of the most stunning whiskeys from there was the Aberlour 17 bourbon matured single cask, which everybody loved, and we bought like 20 bottles of it and brought it back. No, maybe not 20 bottles, but we did buy a lot, and we brought it back, and it was absolutely amazing. So anyway, so that's my little love note to Aberlour. So thank you, Aberlour, for producing the whiskeys that you do. You are awesome. I love you, and let's get on with it. All right, boys and girls. I don't know why I say boys and girls, by the way, because there's no girls watching. If you check my YouTube analytics, it says 100% of my viewing demographic is male. So this is super male centric channel. So you know what? I'm proud of that. Who cares? I'm the Andrew Tate of the whiskey world. Yeah, male dominance. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm the Jordan Peterson of the whiskey world. Yeah, the world needs men. Okay, anyway, that was a bit too much. Anyway, the world needs whiskey. The world needs good whiskey. That's what I'm talking about. And I really hope that this is a good whiskey. Okay, here we go. Look at that color. Look at that gorgeous color. That's a hefty dram. I must admit, that's a hefty dram, because the bottle's heavy. That's it. The bottle's so heavy that my hand just tilted a bit more than it should have. But anyway. All right, so what do we know? Woo! We know this nose is lovely. You know what? I've been noticing a very, very good change in sherry matured whiskeys in the last 4 to 5 years, where I am conspicuously noticing the absence of sulfur. And I think the Scotch industry has kind of solved that issue. And I really, really hope that we've seen the end of it. Of course, we probably haven't seen the end of sulfur in sherry casks, but I've been noticing it in fewer and fewer and fewer whiskeys. Some maybe old bottlings. I still get a whiff of it from time and again. But now, no off notes. None of that, none of that garbage bin, rotten eggs, sewer line. None of that, Just good old-fashioned crispy sherry. Okay, nose. Beautiful nose, by the way. I really, really like it. Quite woody with tobacco. Raisins, dark raisins, orange zest, some stone fruit in there, dark chocolate. And maybe a hint of mint. Interesting. Let's see what... so that's what I get, which I think is a perfectly decent and adequate nose. So, and I get the meatiness from the PX as well, which I really, really like, and I like, and the wood and the tobacco from the Oloroso, which again I really, really like. So I think both casks coming in play over here, working well together. I think again this is an art, not a science. So well done to the whiskey makers down at Aberlour. You've got the nose right. This is the perfect marriage of the PX and the Oloroso cask working together. So I think well done, good job. Let's see what it says on the box. It says the nose is a combination of juicy sultanas, orange zest, dried cranberries, toffee buns, dark chocolate, black currant, and plum jam. Yeah, I think we're in the same vicinity, Just a quintessential sherry packed nose. But maybe my only thing is it's at 43%. I would have liked it to be at 46, 48, but I'm gonna let this one slide. Okay, I like the nose. Well, then I guess there's nothing left for me to do but dance. Yeah. Very slow focus pull on this lens, but it's okay. Slanjura. Beautiful mouthfeel. Thank you, non-chill filtration. Love it. Black peppers, a bit of oaky spice, some tobacco, roasted nuts, dark cocoa powder. Those raisins are back. Blood oranges. Ooh. Yeah. Nice long finish. Quite oily. Oily and dry at the same time. Oily and oaky at the same time. Very interesting. I like it. Wow, the palate is like taking a blood orange, dipping it in dark chocolate, and then rolling it in crushed roasted nuts. And then as you take a bite, you take a puff of a nice, light, smooth cigar, and boom. That is the whiskey that is in my mouth right now. Very easy to drink thanks to the 43%. Like I said, I would have liked it at 46 or even 48, but it's okay. If the flavors are this good, you know what? That's fine. You can drop a few percentage points. I'm okay. But overall, overall, I'm gonna have to say this is a very, very, very good whiskey. This is a fantastic dram. It does absolutely nothing wrong. Very warming, very endearing. I like that it's approachable. I like that it's honest. I like that it's expertly crafted and put together. And there's little to no flaws in this, Yeah, just another 3%. That would have hit the spot. Just another 3% would have hit the spot. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a whiskey maker. I'm just a whiskey drinker. Yes, so extremely happy with this whiskey. I believe it's going for about 100 odd pounds, which is not bad. For an 18-year-old, is it bad? You know what? I don't know. Very subjective. Anyway, I know it's for roughly 100 pounds. But nowadays getting an 18-year-old whiskey for 100 pounds, maybe not that bad a deal. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But okay, let's talk about the flavors. Love the flavors. Everything is on point. The nose, beautifully constructed. The palate, slightly underpowered at 43%, but all the flavors are there, and I really, really like it. The mix between PX and Oloroso, working beautifully, I must say. So good stuff where that is concerned. Overall, a very accomplished whiskey. I'm happy to give it an 8.0 for an A-. How does that sound? I think that is a very well above average whiskey to have, especially given the fact that it's not a bad price. It comes with little or no flaws, except for maybe the low ABV in my opinion. But overall, classic whiskey. Even, you know, it even has a sense of nostalgia to it, because it reminds me of good old-fashioned sherried whiskeys that we used to drink back in the day. When I say back in the day, I'm like talking about 6, 7 years, 8 years ago. Not like back in the day when the British Raj was there and everyone rode on elephants. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking like less than 7, 8 years ago. But anyway, good quality sherried whiskeys. I think they're making a comeback. Because like I said, I'm not really detecting any off sulfur notes in most of the sherried whiskeys that I'm drinking. So hopefully that issue has been taken care of. But in the meantime, Aberlour, well done. My hat off to you. Tip of the hat for producing this whiskey. Good whiskey. Well done on the experiment. I think it works beautifully. Well done on keeping the price manageable, in my opinion. I think that's not too bad. What else? Yeah, I have absolutely no complaints. Well done. Good job. Sorted. All right, thank you. I guess that's where we'll sign off, because we've got nothing but good things to say about this. Normally we have longer videos when we're upset, but we're not upset. We're quite happy. So happy to sign off here. Once again, thank you to my main man Rahul for putting this in my hands. This is a borrowed whiskey. I'm going to give it back. I said I'd drink only 1 dram. I might have another, but don't tell him. Don't tell him I said that. All right, so thank you for watching this review and being a part of this video. Like I said, please, if you're not a subscriber, hey man, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon. It costs you nothing. Or better yet, if you want to be a part of the YouTube channel, you can become a member, or alternatively, head on down to patreon.com/maltactivist to support this channel. Every single contribution goes towards keeping this channel alive and getting videos out for you guys. So thank you for everything. Thank you to the first time viewers who came. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone returning. You guys are amazing. I love you. I'm the Malt Activist. Until next time, peace.